What if the whole experience here on earth was about us? No one else, nothing matters. It's how we react, it's how we associate ourselves with the universe, with the world. It was all about us, and that determines our blessing, that determines our health. They did a study about authenticity was the most important thing, even more important than love. And I can see why. If authenticity is the most important thing, it's about us, it's about you, it's about me, it's about the I. We being truthful to ourselves. What if this experience is determined based on how we identify self? What if when we, let's use a relationship. Let's use a relationship that when we get married, the goal is to see if how much we get out of ourselves to please others. The things that we were taught about pleasing others and pleasing our husbands, it was all about ourselves. It was all about pleasing ourselves. And the more we get out of pleasing self, the more things fall apart. The more we try to please others is the more we get hurt. It's the more we got that we fail in health, and we fail in blessings. So our creator, who we are, it's all about how we interact with others, how we be truthful to self, understand the divine being that we are. That's our experience. That's why we're here. You look at the word sin. Sin means you miss the mark. We run in this world, they tell you sin is you murder someone. No, sin is you miss the what mark. That means you're not aligning with self. You're not being truthful to who you are. And who you are is a divine being. Because in the end, nothing else matters. You create your universe. You create your reality. So we're not here to kiss anyone's butt. We're not here to please anyone. We're here to be truthful to ourselves. Not depending on anyone, not looking outside ourselves for someone else to love us and care for us. That we have to find that within. And anytime we don't do that, that's what sin is. It was all about us. It was all about the man in the mirror. It was never about anything outside of us. It's your authentic self, being your authentic self, being truthful, don't ignore your emotions to please anyone. If you don't like something, you don't like something. You have people who just say what they need to say. Those people are being their authentic self. That's why authenticity vibrates so high. Authenticity vibrates so high. So we came here to maneuver this world by being our authentic self. If we want love, if we want peace, if we want health, if we want abundance, we have to be our authentic self. And when we don't do that, we sin. That's why you have anxiety. That's why you have depression. You have all these disorders, because we're looking for that outward thing to let us feel joy, to let us have peace, to let us be who we naturally are. And that's not it. Our Creator loves us so much. He put within us is everything we could need to survive in this world. We have to ignore what we were taught growing up. And that's why marriages are failing, because they let it seem that in order for a marriage to work, you have to please your partner. No, you have to please yourself. And if you keep pleasing your partner, it's not gonna work. Look at everything. If I have a best friend and all I do try to please my best friend, we try to please others, and eventually it's gonna fall apart because I'm not being authentic. You know, even your parents in this world, they taught us to love your parents, no matter what they did to you or whatever. And if we're not being our authentic self, it doesn't matter what are the words that are coming out of our mouth. Our energy is saying something different. It's vibration, it's frequency, and authenticity vibrates at the highest. At the highest. So think about it. It was all about the man in the mirror. It was all about us. It's not someone outside of you to tell you how beautiful you are. You have to look in the mirror and see her, know how beautiful you are. It's not someone outside of you to tell you how smart you are, how blessed you are, and let you feel good. That's temporary. Let's you only feel good for a moment. You're going to continue to need someone to tell you how beautiful you look, how gorgeous you look, and how pretty you are, or how ugly you are. You're going to continue to need that, and that's nothing. If you don't know within yourself how beautiful you are, how smart you are, within you live the divine source that creates this universe. You have to start from that. If you find this message and this world has taught us that you're fat and you're ugly and everything, understand what lives within you. The same power, the same source that creates everything in this world is behind this veil, is behind this flesh that you see in the mirror. And that's what we're here to know. That's what we're here to understand. Is to love self. That's the only thing that matters. If you don't love self, we're not going anywhere. If you don't love self, you're not getting blessed. If you don't love self, we're going to start getting illness and disease. Love yourself. Love yourself. Don't need anyone to tell you how much you love. Be your authentic self. Don't hide your emotions to please anyone. You know, the scripture says, I gave you boldness, authority, and a sound mind. All the scripture was telling us how much the power that lives within us. And we don't need to please anyone. Don't be scared of losing anything when you're being your authentic self. That means it wasn't yours to begin with. So when you look in the mirror, see the God you are. See how beautiful you are. If you don't know it, well, anyone else that tell you something other than that is just lying to you. Know how beautiful you are. Know that within you live the power to do anything. And call on your higher selves. Understand that there's a higher aspect of you that lives on really every dimension. There's an aspect of you. We're powerful beings, and that's been the big secret. That's the big secret. That's what they've been hiding from us, so we don't rise, so we don't understand who we are. So they gave us to look at the celebrities, to look at the others and our friends, and please others, but never pleasing yourself. They never said please yourself, because they want us to stay in a state that we don't understand who we are. But for a week, look beyond your mirrors. Look in your eyes. When you look in your eyes, you're seeing your divine self. Be your authentic self. That's why we're here. So be blessed, everyone.